Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nursyafiqah Rapi, 5th year student of SMOS, Bachelor in Law and Sharia, USIM. So today I will be presenting regarding my industry training for the second time. Before that, I would like to thank Dr. Dina for your willingness and your time, for your time, spending your time by visiting us at IPD Sepang before this. So basically, for the second industry training, I had done my at the Sepang District Police Headquarters, or we call IPD Sepang. So the nature of work of IPD Sepang, as we know that police officer is a law enforcement officer, and basically they engaging with socials. Their nature is social service, as they help people who need emergency assistance. And the second one is their nature of work is order maintenance, in handling situations to preserve the peace rather than enforcing the matter of law. And the third one is crime control, as we know that they always deal with lots of crimes like fraud, murder, thief, and much more, scammers and others. And basically, for the third point is my daily activities during the internship. I get to do lots of management works, management matters, but it is very important, such as getting an official stamp for semboyan. Semboyan is something like formal instruction through a letter, and in Bahasa Malaysia it is called Kod Utusan. And this will be done regularly. A small thing, even a small instruction, will be recorded in a semboyan. So semboyan is like one of important matters in the government police officer. And next one is managing the IP. As for the first month of my internship, I get to manage the IP regarding the sudden death report and also fire report. It is very confidential. However, we did not get the opportunity to open the IP, as it is confidential. However, I managed to get some of information from the warden, the IP warden, which is Miss Azi, Cik Azi, as she shared with me which condition of death can be considered as a sudden death report, such as drowning, and then suicide, heart attack, death, and so much more. And then for the second month, I've been assigned to the commercial crime division. So during my internship there, I get to manage IP, rearrange, and so much more. It is also confidential. However, our supervisor, Inspector Zahara, always share with us, always explains to us regarding the IP, what is CUS IP, what is DNA IP, and so much more, many confidential matters. And then what I had learned from my internship days is that I can see that besides police officer, as a law student, I can be a prosecuting officer, which is a new thing to me, as I didn't even know that an officer, a police officer, can be a prosecuting officer. So I think that through that I can apply all my knowledge in law if I happen to be a prosecuting officer. So I can gain both, being an officer and also a police officer and also a prosecuting officer. And then problems, challenges, there's not so much problems and challenges happen there. It's just that they were really formal, and there's a lot formality and also confidentiality. So I need to distinguish which one is confidential or not. And then for the improvement, I think that it can be understandable as police work has a lot of confidential matters which cannot be accessed by the public. So I think it is understandable, and maybe there is a reason behind all of this, and we as a practical student need to respect that matters. So basically, during my internship there, there's not so many challenges and problems happen during that. Basically, I gain a lot of knowledge rather than facing problems and challenges. And I really encourage people to do their industrial training at IPD, as they can see in both sides, as the prosecuting officer one side, and then they can see how the law being enforced by these law enforcement officers and the procedures. And besides that, during my internship here, I get the opportunity to visit the court with our inspector Zahara, and she explained so much more regarding the procedure, how to get the warrant and so on. And after the procedure have done, how it can be done, and what happened to all the prisoners and so on. There's so much more that I gain from it. And then last but not least, they will see the side of and it is not just the matter of law, but there is also their environment and so on. And it is basically, I enjoy doing my internship at there. That's all from me. Doctor, thank you. That's all.